Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to your weekly energy update, where this week we have February 14th is Valentine's Day. So the message that Spirit wants to bring for you this week is about what they want you to know the key to love, or keys to love, are for you in your life right now. So, of course, we have readings for each individual zodiac sign. We're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Taurus, let's take a look here and see what keys or key that Spirit wants you to know around love this week. And we're going to start off with the Rumi Oracle and see where they want to start. So what would you like for Taurus? What key? All right, that's the one here. You have the Sacred Soul Sister. I'm going to break into song here, right? Card number 37. We're going to put that right here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. So there is a valid point of view that we travel this path of our life journey alone. Our deepest descents into the psyche happen alone. We meet death alone and come into the world alone. And yet there is a vaster perspective that we are never alone, that it would be impossible to really be alone. We are connected to all of life, and there's no such thing as being alone in reality, only in limited and temporary perception. As if such community were not enough, there is a partner, an ally who journeys with you from birth to death and beyond, again and again. You have a sacred sister, a sister of your soul. She weaves the stories of truth through dreams and insights that come upon you as if from nowhere. Perhaps they drop into your mind or seem to erupt from within you, but that is her talking to you, demanding or reassuring, depending on what the occasion best calls for at that moment. Her truths may seem overly dramatic, so you may discount them as workings of an overactive imagination, or perhaps her truth tales are so subtle you dismiss them as meaningless, fleeting fancy. The wise ones know, however, that the truths of the sacred soul sister are powerful, relevant, and worthy of time and attention. They know her oftentimes strange and startling offerings hold the keys to unlock the entire world, to open up new realities, and to transform the nature of our existence from the deepest and most esoteric spiritual levels to the most palpable, practical, daily realities of our living bodies in the physical world. Your sacred soul sister is your partner in consciousness. Make no mistake, she is you. She is just the part of you so great you cannot always see her from your conscious mind. It is sort of like the eye of the dog trying to see its whole self, which is a bit tricky, for as it moves to see its rear, so the rear is moved along too. So rather than through direct perception, the sacred soul sister is met through reflection. She can be received in those moments of rest where great ideas are born. She is a genius, you see, very creative and inspired. Her worlds are those we access in sleep and meditation, or absorbing engagement in activity where the mind can relax and drop into realities far more vast than those of daily life and be replenished. To tap into her wisdom, to distill a teaching from the fragmented memory of a dream or a subtle feeling experienced in meditation requires that you walk with her gait and not the fast-paced, forward-moving center of your conscious and intellectual mind. Her gait is meandering and apparently unstudied, yet she is in deep concentration to feel for truth of movement, to allow for for what is emerging to express itself through her, and she is listening rather than demanding to know, to force, to speak, and to direct. To receive her genius and benefit most fully from it requires a willingness to surrender logic and open up to inspiration, to become empty, to let the mind soften and become receptive, open, and permeable. She delivers questions that lead to answers, but not according to demands issued by an insecure and fearful mind. She offers what is genuinely needed and answers the deepest questions of the heart. She is trustworthy, this sister. She cannot betray truth. Therefore, she can be relied upon as a faithful way shower for the heart. So to commune with her, wise as that impulse is, requires that you learn the ways of her world and the strange symbolic language she speaks. She will never tell you what you already know. Why be so inefficient? No, she prefers to educate, elucidate, intrigue, and beguile as you are drawn into far more beautiful, powerful, and helpful truths. So in her world, and in her language, you must suspend your need to immediately understand. Let yourself absorb the imagery, the feelings, and the possibilities to dwell, ponder, and be permeated by the wisdom. The appearance of a horse may signify your own spiritual being, and the appearance of you may signify a false sense of identity, and not the real you at all. You may see desert landscapes and moonlight nights in your dreams. When so much inner growth is happening, you will soon bloom like the springtime. You may dream of charging up hills with great energy, when in your physical world you can barely muster enough to get enough strength to get out of bed in the morning. What does this all mean? This apparent contrary world upside down, nothing is as it seems symbolism. The meaning is the communication, and the communication is received in repose, in reflection, in quietness and rest. And you must trust her, and trust yourself. When something needs to be known, so it shall be. This is necessary, so much less than what we expect. Your lack of knowing is not ignorance. Your unknowingness is your bowing to life with trust. She has come to you through this oracle to remind you that everything is all right and that she has your back, no matter what appearances may seem to be to your more limited dog's eye consciousness in the light of day. She is guiding you with her wider knowledge through circumstances and situations that are ultimately going to free you into a greater love than you have ever known. No matter whether you feel like a rat in a maze or a bewildered drunk stumbling through labyrinthine back alleyways, trying to find your way home again. No matter how out of control life may seem, she's letting you know all is proceeding just as it should, and that her will shall manifest. Her will is your wholeness, your completion. Her will must manifest and shall, because her will is nature, it is growth, it is God. She is God in you now. Remember that, and you'll realize, if you don't mind the ending being told before the last chapter, that everything's going to be okay. This oracle comes with particular guidance also. You know something deep in your bones without knowing how or why, or without particular reason. You just know. It doesn't make sense, but you know. It may be joy that you know. It may be that you know to avoid a certain situation. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully despite appearances to the contrary at a particular moment. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You just know. And this oracle comes as confirmation that your knowing, mysterious as it is your sacred soul sister talking through you. Trust it and act, or not, accordingly. Wow. So definitely a very, very strong message. Thanks for your patience. That's a little longer than normal. But what a beautiful message about your being guided by this beautiful piece of yourself that is the creator, that is along with you from birth to death and before and beyond that as well, that they're guiding you, that they are bringing you this knowing, bringing you this information, and that they have your back as all this unfolds. A beautiful, beautiful love from within. We're also going to pull from the Star Tarot here, Taurus, and see what else does Spirit want you to know around this for this week. All right, so I do want this one and this one and this one, and then this one down here. Actually, it was this one right here. Okay. So let's take a look here and see what else they have. We'll start with this one over here, and you've got the Four of Wands. Yes, so you have this stability coming in here. This wands are your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your overall energy. And the 4 is a very solid number. You know, think of a huge table with 4 huge legs on it. It's stability. So your energy, your spiritual energy, your overall energy in your life is balancing out here. And I like that. It's basically you're surrendering and allowing, you know, things just to unfold in your life, knowing that all will be well, as this card said for you here, and that you're being guided. Your life is unfolding perfectly on what you wanted to learn and what you wanted to have unfold. And so trust your soul sister. This stability is in your life, even though when things might feel unstable. Sometimes, you know, it's like walking. They're showing me like we don't glide without movement. We kind of balance we go off balance to take a step with our left leg and then to our right leg and to our left leg. Sometimes what feels like we're out of balance is movement, right? So trusting, regardless of what's going on, like the card said, that it is unfolding perfectly for you, showing what you need here. And you have the Prince of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, all the mental stuff, right? And they have the Ace of Swords. I talked a little bit in here about connecting to that truth from above, the capital T truths that are rooted in the higher realms, rooted in unconditional love. And it allows us also to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets of the human world, those that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. So when we're taught that, oh, this is how life is supposed to be and should be and need to be, when reality or the plan of our soul sister, our higher self, differs, then this is where conflict comes in. But when we attune with and connect with our soul sister, our higher self, the spirit world, we see things from that higher perspective, and it allows us to cut away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets that no longer serve us because they're rooted in fears, and the fears that held us back before are being removed so that you can move into a different path in your life. Yeah, removal, 9 of Wands. So wands, like we talked about here, your energy, and the 9 of Wands, normally it's like this wand is part of this barrier that's keeping you from moving forward. But just as I mentioned, things are changing. What held you back before, you are now stepping into your power. You've removed this Ace of Wands that was blocking before, and now you're able to move through. The space is there for you to step through these blocks, these things that were keeping you held back before. So I like it. And then you also have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, you can see here, they're pointing you to go into this labyrinth. This even talked about labyrinthian, type of like a drunk going through labyrinthian alleyways. Well, this is you stepping into this labyrinth, and what's at the middle of it that you're searching for is the capital T truths of the higher realm. That capital T truth of why you're here, who you truly want to be, not what you were told by all those, small T truths, but who you truly are. As you're connecting here to this beautiful love from above, you're seeing who it is you want to be, truly want to be, and what you truly want to do here. Not trying to live up to everyone else's blah, blah, blah opinions, but who you truly feel you are in your heart. Yeah. And here you are, Ace of Cups, new love. You are becoming this chalice, filling up with that beautiful love from above, and then everyone else gets the overflow. So this is you becoming aware of how you want to express this unconditional love in your heart with the world, allowing this movement, allowing being drawn by your higher self into this area of your heart allows you to express this. I mean, the pink's the high heart, because that's what the green is the heart chakra energy of our humanness, and the pink is like our high heart chakra, spiritual energy being reflected into the world, and I like it. We're also going to pull from the Chakra Love deck here and see what else Spirit and Creator want you to know about this week, Taurus. So what else for Taurus, please? Okay, they do want those two. And what else? And that one. All right, and so the first one here is intuition. So we talked about this already. This is your third eye chakra, which says intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. So we talked about that, connecting to the higher realms and allowing it to lead you in that direction. And you have your strength card. This is the root chakra, and it says strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So connecting to the root of who you really are, the soul sister, allows this strength to come in. You're not afraid to move forward in this direction because you're becoming more and more dissatisfied and trying to live up to these dreams that were given the opinions of the outside world. It's this wonderful change that's coming in, and you are ready to step forward. It's like you're tired of existing and you're ready to live. And then you have the calmness of the crown chakra. So no fears. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So the feeding the animal is trying to live up to those fears, right? Trying to, the monkey mind is our human mind, that those fears, trying to keep it from being rejected, trying to, all those roots of the fear of losing a conditional love, that's the monkey mind. But instead you're filling up with this beautiful love and pursuing who it is you truly want to be. This labyrinth, if you haven't discovered yet through your high heart what it is and how you truly want to express that love to the world, then it's definitely time for you to take a step back away from all those supposed to be's of the world and find out what it is you truly want to do and how you want to do it. And then your final card will come from the Heart deck here. This will just be the final message for this reading for this week, Taurus. So what's your final message for Taurus, please? All right, that'll be the one. And you have, I acknowledge and accept emotions as they arise within me without prejudice or judgment. Yeah. So this does tell you that, what you have been feeling, don't judge yourself over it. Because we come here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience those fears and those past, experiences of feeling lost and, all the shoulds and supposed tos and need tos, all those fears of losing conditional love. But when we're ready to wake up, we realize that there are other emotions. There's always a choice every moment, either between the fear of losing conditional love and the unconditional love of the upper realms. So we realize that there is this ebb and flow between the both. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just different. And this connection to this unconditional love is allowing a new part of your adventure. So I like this for you, Taurus, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do with all this beautiful love and how you uniquely want to express it. But that is what Spirit has for you for this week, Taurus. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out pick a card readings, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you're enjoying this content, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also if you click the subscribe button, it gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when new videos are posted, but two, you're also notified right away when I'm going to go live to provide free readings on YouTube. In addition to doing all of that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like one of my videos, share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, happy, giddy, happy, excited, it wants to automatically share the videos on my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I am very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that information is listed down in the description box below on the pricing and how you can book that. As you go through this amazing, amazing journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you, yes, you, are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.